bit of a random one-off show.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we figured so like when we came down in November, um, like time like we kept we t for our whole tour that run we kept ticket prices at like $29 I think it was, and for the Adelaide leg like absolutely loved playing the festival, but that also meant that that prices out a lot of people from coming. Like it's a festival, it's an expensive day, so a lot of people can't
Yeah,
make it. So we thought that why not come back to Adelaide? It's like a second home for us anyway. Damon, our drummer, lives there, so yeah, that's why there's a one-off show down there.
nice, nice. And
Yeah,
obviously, you've chosen the night of love to arrive in Adelaide, the Valentine's night.
yeah. I think we might have uh, a few guests that might be a little bit in trouble, but yeah, I think it'll still be a good time. We just tried to find we really wanted to come back down sort of before like March, I suppose, and that was like the first date that was available. So we jumped on it, and yeah, I don't think there's anything on in town that night apart from a whole lot of people going on dates. So hopefully they go out to dinner and swing by the Cranker for a beer and a little bit of rock and roll afterwards.
Oh, yes, yes, definitely. So let's backtrack a little. So as you mentioned, Froth and Fury. Um, and that was a great day. Obviously, you
Unreal
went and
day.
performed. You felt that I remember speaking to you on the day, and you said that you felt that the show went really, really well. You had the tour with Off Virtue and Clay J. Gladstone, who
Yep.
announced more shows today.
Yeah, they did. They
Um,
announced a tour today. It looks sick.
yeah, coming to Adelaide as well.
Yes.
Grace Emily, though, they're playing Grace Emily. So when you sit back, a couple of weeks after the tour's finished and you decompress from all that sort of thing, and this was your first headline tour since you guys really got back together properly. How did you feel it all went?
We were pretty stoked with it. We got back. We were exhausted as per usual. We didn't expect the long drives to sort of catch up on us the way that they did. Put it that way. We're definitely noticing our age when we're spending 12 to 15 hours in a van. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Used to your own luxuries and such forth.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah. That's it.
it,
Been a little while.
yeah. So, I mean, did you feel that because you guys have been away for a little bit of a period of time, did you get like a um, did it feel like homecomings when you were doing it, or was there a bunch of new people who were like, "Hey, who are these guys?"
Oh, definitely. Because like we did, yeah, like earlier, like at the start of the year, we did the of Mice one, and then we did a headline run to just to release the EP.
Mhm.
And then yeah, so the last tour we did, which we had Froth and Fury as a part of, that was just sort of an extra little headliner because we were sort of I feel like we were just we didn't think it was enough. We wanted to play more shows, so we made sure we tacked that on for the end of the year, and and yeah, I think we maybe we just weren't quite exhausted enough, so we thought we'd do it again. But we also got to smash on a couple of extra days, like in some places that we haven't been to before. So like we did,
Before.
we put I haven't played personally anyway. Like we played a show in Wollongong, Wagga, and Canberra on that tour as well. So just outside of all the the standard major cities. So yeah, which was really nice. Like especially like country New South Wales, like it's unreal. Like getting out to some of the rural places. So hopefully we can do a bit more of that this year. It'd be really nice.
Did you feel you guys were like really hitting your straps on that tour as well?
Yeah, definitely. There was obviously a lot of kinks like earlier on in the year. And yeah, I think it all really culminated when we did get to Adelaide. It's a big stage. It's been a long time since we played something that big, and we were just like, yeah, when we walked out there, it felt like we finally done something right. So yeah, it was really nice.
Well, how did you prepare differently then from playing a smaller venue to a big stage? Was there anything that you mentally did or physically did that was different?
Well, physically, we played a whole lot less songs because we
Oh
had a
yeah.
much shorter set time, so that was it was actually quite nice. With like apart from the first shows we played back in February, we were headlining the rest of them. So we went from playing sort of 50-minute sets, and then all of a sudden we only had to play 25 or 30 minutes. So it was unreal. That was the best part of it. I had plenty of energy still after the set, but it as you probably
Yeah,
saw,
no, we had a
as
drink
everybody
together.
we I had several drinks, and I had several drinks with everybody there. So it was yeah, I had a really good day. So but yeah, no, it was yeah, but mentally, nothing changes. Like not for any of us. Like it's always game time. It doesn't matter whether you're playing in front of 5 people or 500. It doesn't matter. They all get the
Here's
same
here's
show.
the
So
here's the soundbite question that I'm going to ask, right? Yeah, which if you give a good answer is going to be the real, right? So no stress, no pressure, Thomas. Just just relax. Just you've
yeah,
done
yeah.
yoga, okay. So for people who weren't at the Froth and Fury show or haven't seen Sienna Skies before, why should we buy a ticket for your show at the Cranker?
Oh man, got me. You've got me there.
Warmed you up,
Well,
man. That's why I'm going for it.
you can well, if you haven't seen us, then you can ask the few thousand people that did watch us at the Crown Cup, because we left Adelaide with zero merch, and we were rushing all week to try and get some merch printed. Like, we had such an awesome day. We got such awesome feedback, and yeah, I'm sure there's a few single people in Adelaide that don't have anything to do on the night. So
You know what? All right, because I because right. So these videos, right, after about a week or two after the interview's gone up, I go and put them on my YouTube channel. So I've got to be really careful. But there's a friend of mine. There's a friend of mine. Edit this out. There's a friend of mine who I get on quite well with and everything else. But she, after our interview last time, she checked your music out and she's like, "Oh, fucking Sienna Skies, they're brilliant. Where have they been?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I don't know what you listen to." But I messaged her a few days ago and said, "Look, they're coming back on the 14th of February, which is Valentine's night. I don't want to make it awkward, but what are you doing?" And she goes, "Well, I've got fucking Valentine's this year." So you're right. Looks like I'll be bringing
so
her.
that well, there we go. Now she
Yeah,
does.
it's already working. Well, it won't be a date. I'll make that quite clear. More. Okay. All right, cut back into the be all professional again. Um, so you go and do this show. You've obviously had the tours last year. You've had the great feedback. As you mentioned there, you run out of merch as well. It's now in a brand new year. It's 2025.
It
What has
is.
Sienna Skies got in the works that you're allowed to tell me?
I can tell you anything. There is no secrets with us, mate. We yeah, like we're very open and honest. We got a few little things in the pipeline. We're doing a whole lot of writing. A couple of the boys about to have kids again, so it
Oh,
might get a little quiet sort of over the next few months, while we got a couple of extra newborns in the Sienna family. So that's going to be a pretty special time. And but yeah, we're just doing some writing, and we're hoping to yeah, just sort of jump onto anything that we can. There's nothing, no shows booked outside apart from the Adelaide show. So we're yeah, we're really sort of going to focus on getting some new material done and sorted. And yeah, hopefully we'll be back out sort of before the end of the year. So
let's hope so. Let's hope so.
yeah,
You got on the bill you've got for the Adelaide show. You got a couple of Adelaide bands actually.
yeah,
Left
I think
Unseen.
all three. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Left Unseen play Froth and Fury.
Yeah, they did. Yeah,
Uh,
Ashley's an old friend of ours, the singer. So she helped us out the first time. So our last tour in April, she helped us out the night of the tour, when we kicked it off down there. Yeah, she's a good friend from a long time ago. So yeah, and we had a heap of fun with her when we sort of hung out pretty much all day at Froth and Fury. So it was a good time. So
That's
yeah,
good.
always going to get those guys on as well.
Down and Out and Connections. What do you know of the other two bands then?
Down and Out, not a whole lot. They did some work with one of our producer friends, Stevie Knight, and who releases nothing but fire. So, and just knew that they were a popular Adelaide band, and we wanted it to
Yeah.
be a very much an Adelaide affair. So yeah, like I said, it's almost a hometown show for us. So it's we've always got a lot of love from there, and so yeah, just wanted to make sure that we did get a lot of made sure that every other band was from Adelaide as well. So
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
Connections too. Well, actually, that's the
yeah,
talking of Connections, not the band,
yeah.
because obviously you've got Josh who does the photography, and he does the videography for you.
Yes. So we also by design we got linked up with him early in the year. He came and shot the Of Mice and Men show for us as well, um, and yeah, we sort of hit it off, and we thought that first week of touring he was going to be like the last day was in Froth and Fury, so we thought why not just fly him up and drag him around for a week, and yeah, we got a lot of ridiculous content and just B-roll of me laughing like an idiot. So yeah, it was but yeah, he's an unreal bloke. It was really nice to have him along with us.
Yes, Josh, I very highly recommend. I've done some stuff with him a few years ago before he
Yeah,
started going out and doing his own thing,
yeah,
and like for some publications we work for, and he always loved his work, always loved his video stuff. So
yeah,
you're in, and he does a lot of good work with other good bands. So you're in very fine company.
yeah.
Very
Yeah,
fine
well,
company.
he actually just did the video for Connections as well, which
Yes.
yeah. So we and we he sort of he'd mentioned them while we are on tour, and that's and he said that he'd been working with them, and when he released the video, he made sure to send it to us because he's very proud of it. Obviously, it's an unreal video and really good band. So yeah, really looking forward to catching them on the night as well.
Yeah. I know Felicia the singer, but I've never actually seen Connections. She was in another band
Yeah, okay.
previously, so this would be a it'll be a new one. And you're right, actually. I mean, the three bands you've got on there, they are for Adelaide pretty weighty bands. So
Yeah.
hopefully they're doing their bit as well to go and promote the show.
Oh, definitely.
Obviously,
Oh, definitely. I think everybody's just excited to have, like everyone, especially down in Adelaide. Like, there is. I don't understand how I keep seeing tours show up with no Adelaide or no Perth on them. It blows my mind. So
yeah, yeah.
it's like,
It's a bugbear of
yeah,
ours, obviously.
yep,
But that's one of
yep,
the reasons why why Froth and Fury came out. It was and other festivals that we've had is so that we have something and we
yeah,
don't have to go over to
yeah,
your neck of the woods.
yeah. That's it. Like, and even being there, like, I think it was actually Ashley that pointed it out. She was like, it was sort of got to the end of the night, and like, I didn't. There was no fights. There was no bad blood anywhere all day, and like and she pointed it out like it's just such a huge community event. Like it's unreal. So to be part of it on the day, it was really nice. It was yeah, it's an unreal place. I'll be coming down this year just as a punter. I had such a good time. I'll be doing it again.
Nice, nice. I was going to say, when what were your highlights? I mean, obviously, apart from berating me for filming Fear Factory, what were your highlights
Got to
of the day?
enjoy it, mate.
Did
Um, I I really liked watching Hands Like Houses. I think they killed it.
such a good
And
band?
yeah, and then Body Jar. I haven't seen Body Jar for a really long time, and I love that band. So um, let's hang out with some friends down there and make sure to check them out. Um, and yeah, just being a part of the whole event. Just enjoy like actually being a part of it. That's it. That was the best part about it. It was yeah. I felt very included. So thank you to everybody in Adelaide who made me feel special for once.